Greetings, church family. Well, it is Wednesday afternoon as I film this, and it's probably going to be the nicest day of the week, but we'll take it. Just mowing some of the church lawn for the first time today, and good to be out there a little bit. I wanted to share with you just a moment of how the church, and the church has changed over the years. Some for better and some for worse, really. It's not for us to really decide, but it has changed. And I don't mean Hillside, I mean the church in general, the Christian church specifically. Growing up, I went to a little country church, and there wasn't a whole lot of us, but it was hopping and it was busy enough for that community. There was a number of families involved. That little church of mine is still going. My parents still go. But it's like a little country church, and it's gotten smaller and smaller. And fewer people are going. And it takes more ownership of those people who are going to really make it go. Because, there's only so many people to go around to do the jobs. And I think about where we're at Hillside. A little bit of that's happening here too. We shrank a little bit in this last year. Hopefully not too drastic, but I'm pretty confident to say we've shrank at least a little bit. And we're trying to get back on our feet. And I know that for some people it's still not, they're not comfortable enough coming out yet. I get that. You make your own call there. But I will say this. We need you. We need you. We don't want to be a church that just dwindles down to nothing eventually. And sometimes we can't control all of that. Sometimes those things just happen. But it certainly can't just be acceptable either. Can't be our mindset. We can't be okay with that. We've just been reminded of Mission Sunday to fulfill the Great Commission. You know what? I hope she won't be embarrassed if I share this, but you know what Betty Lundberg told me why she chose our church? She chose our church because she felt like they needed her. They would put her to work. She had a mission right off the bat. She knew they'd put her to work. I think, wow, that's amazing. Who has that mindset in today's age? And I would admit, I don't know if I was in the congregation, if I would even have that mindset. But it is a challenge for us. It is something for us to think about. In a day and age where we've just become consumers with church, where we see church as, well, what can I get out of it today? Or I like the music or I don't. Or I'm just going to do what's best for me. That wasn't Betty's mindset. I'm not sure it should be any of our mindsets. Now, there's a extent at which we want to get something out of it, and we do consume, I think, to some degree, and certainly don't want to pretend that it's not there at all. We all want to get something out of church and the programs of church. I mean, why would we come? But it's not just about us. Have you ever thought, maybe I need to be at church because of somebody else there? Because I can give, I can provide something that somebody else needs. It's being part of the body. When the part of the body isn't there, the body struggles to do all that it's called to do. Now again, don't get me wrong. I don't believe God's called each of you to be at church every single Sunday or to be in every single program. That's the farthest thing I want to say. But it is a flip of the switch to think it's not just about, coming to church is not just about my needs. Being part of the church in some way or another is not just about my needs. But it feels good to know that you can make a difference in somebody else's. It's good to know that you're needed, right? So I'm telling you today, you're needed. You have gifts. You have a personality. You have a charm that somebody can be blessed by. And the church needs people who will shine their light in whatever giftedness God has given them. So I leave you with that challenge today. And that doesn't mean I expect you all to be here on Sunday. It just means that we got to be careful with our mindset. God's blessings upon you. See you soon.